Where let's say you have visits doing $1 million a month, or you have visits doing $0 a month. What I'm going to show you guys today is going to be able to generate consistent revenue for you. Okay, now, whether you're a coach, consultant, course creator, agency owner, whatever it is, even if you're selling physical products, okay, big brands who have physical product presence, okay, this is going to be great to increase your consumer support and brand presence as well. So this is not only for e-commerce brands, it's also for, and mainly for, service-based and lead flow-based businesses. I want you guys to understand that the result comes in the simplicity of it, okay, but the result also comes in with the consistency of utilizing it. Does anyone here have a Facebook group? How big is it? 85. 85K?
No, 85 people.
Okay, and that's amazing. Let's talk about it like that. The first common misconception about Facebook groups is so many people think that they're dead, you can't use them, they're not consistent, the reach is not there. And look, I love that narrative because my groups, they stay crushing it. We're making really solid monthly cash flow through the BSF business, right? And it's important that we understand whether you have 85 people or 85,000 people in a group, okay, we need to start looking at them as leads and no longer like members or views or things like that. Because if we could go ahead and nail this down, okay, for example, BSF, we don't have millions and millions of YouTube subscribers. I have equity in a lot of companies that do, and BSF makes a lot more than a lot of these, almost every single company that has millions and millions of YouTube subscribers. It's not about the views, okay? It's about actually realizing that the person is a lead and they're a real person. So let's start off here. First and foremost, if you don't have a Facebook group yet, no matter what you're doing, you should build one. Because the difference here is this is not going to be going into your existing revenue. This is not part of your existing system, your existing process. This is literally a whole new lead acquisition system that you could bolt onto your frickin' business, which is pretty dang cool. I've been doing this, not this, but I've been selling online since I was 14, right? I'm 27 today, okay? I became a millionaire at 23. I do nothing, ask my girlfriend, I do nothing but work, build systems, scale my companies, edit my companies, struggle in my companies, every single day of my life, nothing else, okay? And that's not an exaggeration. With that being said, over the last 7 to 8 years, I've been following this system, okay? And this specifically is my writing. It's on an iPad. And I want to walk you guys through how it works, okay? But I'm going to explain it in very, very direct tonality so you guys understand what it is, and I don't just kind of throw this at you and say, hey, go do this. So first and foremost, on the left-hand side here, we have our traffic sources, okay? These are all traffic sources. It could be anything that you really want. It doesn't matter what it is. These are just examples of traffic sources. So Facebook profile for me is phenomenal. I've been posting on Facebook for years now, right? And Facebook just came out with this new actual optimization or add-on or bell and whistle that if you start to get really good consistency with your post, they're gonna put you in increased engagement, right? Which means that you're literally gonna be able to get top max engagement like it's 2017 again, which is pretty cool, and that's valuable. So one of the most important things to realize is you're gonna need your Facebook profile, okay? So this event here today is for coaches, consultants, agency owners, et cetera. I know you guys are e-commerce, but you're also probably looking to get in some sort of info space or whatever. Everyone here is info-based, correct? Okay, because this is so important. And now that I know that, I want you guys to really, really just pay attention to everything I say here. Okay, so Facebook profile is phenomenal. You need to have a Facebook profile. Okay, write down Justin Woll, copy his profile setup. Just copy my profile setup verbatim, okay? Literally where every button is, where every group is, where every post is, where every pin is, copy it verbatim, okay? This has done well over 8 figures for me, okay? In my own companies, not someone else's company, okay? In my own companies, and I don't even know how much it made for all my other clients. It's like probably 9 figures, okay? Now, with that being said, IG, other Facebook groups, YouTube, TikTok, live events, paid media, okay? The most important thing here is understanding Instagram is a phenomenal lead source, obviously, right? Other Facebook groups are the best lead source when you're starting off from 0 or maybe only have like a few hundred members, okay? What you want to do here, and I'm going to show you guys examples. I have like 9 of my groups pulled up. I'm going to show you guys my actual groups so you can see them in action and how they actually work, because this stuff is very valuable and I want to be very, very thorough today, so I don't want to just I want to show the groups live. IG, you guys know, Reels, I have a whole content agenda that we use for Instagram, right? For our big IG player clients, but that's not really the most important thing. It's kind of like a generic strategy, right? You're just posting 2 Reels a day, every single day. You're doing live twice a week, and you're actually, just keeping the content and storyline going on your story so people get to know you as a person, right? Keep in mind, like I said, I'm not a views guy. I don't get many views, but I make a lot of millions, right? So at the end of the day, you want to be able to go ahead and understand that it's not about looking at the people as views. You have to look at them as leads if you're in this style of business, okay? And this is why you could start doing solid numbers with no business, like Charles and so many people that I've worked with, even if you have no actual baseline at first. So other Facebook groups, what you do, write this down, guys. These are SOPs that are going to get you free lead flow every single day of your life. And if you start doing it every single day, you're literally going to compound it, and what happens is you're going to start to see your groups have like 200, 300 people requesting to join. Okay, so other Facebook groups, let's talk about it. So let's say we are in the fitness space. We have a fitness program, right? One of my fitness companies, we literally just serviced Zach Wilson, the QB of the Jets, right? We did a lot of his nutrition back-end planning as well as his workout routine before the season started, right? So we kind of prepped him for the season. I don't think they won the Super Bowl this year, but I hope maybe next year. But we crush it for him, right? And one of the big things is realizing, how are we getting these clients? How are we getting in front of really big people who have lots of money? And maybe I don't have a lot of money to start. Maybe I don't want to spend money on ads, right? Even if we got cash flow, why would we want to utilize it if we could have a different way to bring in leads and then just use the cash flow to increase what's ever happening in that manner? So what you're doing in other Facebook groups is this. Write this down. You have a fitness company, okay? So let's say your offer is like $3,500 for 6 months or $6,000 for a year, whatever, just an example. Okay, but you have a good program. You have a good VSL built, okay? Which we'll also go through probably another time. There's a whole strategy for that. But let's say you have a successful fitness company, right? And you're just really, really passionate about fitness. And you love to go ahead and talk value. You love to go ahead and write copy about it. You love to go ahead and build systems around fitness, how to go ahead and get slim, whatever, get big, whatever it may be. Okay, the bottom line is you're passionate about your craft and you're damn good at it. And you could talk about it. You should be going in other Facebook groups. And this is the actual SOP that I have my team do every single week. This is literally, what I'm showing you guys here today is how we operate Beyond Six Figures. Okay, so 30 to 50 replies a day in niche-related Facebook groups. A reply is you answering a question to somebody. You answering a question, showing that you're a man of value, showing that you care about the client at the end of the day. What it is not is giving one-word answers, emoji responses. Be thorough and show the people that you care and you give value and you are there for the people. Okay, what's going to happen here is these people are going to read your comment, like, wow, this guy knows what he's talking about. And now that you have your profile set up like Justin does, right, people are going to flow into your group when you have it set up like that because our pinned post has our group link there. With that being said, 30 to 50 replies a day, 30 to 50 comments a day, okay? And this is phenomenal for someone who's starting a brand new group. Let's say you're at 0 or 85 members. That's perfect SOP to start off to get lead flow in and quality lead flow. Okay, and last piece actually is posting long-form posts that are valuable, 2 to 3 a day in other groups. But there's a big but here because you're going to get kicked out of all the groups if you do it wrong, okay? You have to make sure that you're writing it like properly, okay? Whoever was doing marketing in 2015, 16, 17, the classic guy, jumps in the Facebook group, right? He puts up his post, he did $1 billion in an hour, right? And everyone wants to work with him, right? So what you want to do, and this is a very proper strategy for this, is you're upping the quality of the group with this post, which means you're going to go in there to groups that you actually have used before. And you're going to go ahead and say, because they probably have helped you as you went ahead and built up consistency in your market, right? And it's important that you go ahead and give the group owners their props as well as the group their props. So maybe I'll start off a post like this. Let's say it's an e-commerce group, right? So I could say something like this. And I'll tag, let's say Bob and Smith are the owners. So I'll tag Bob and Smith. This group has been an integral movement for my e-commerce success over the last several years. I don't think I could actually have gotten as far as I did without it. And that's fact. All these Facebook e-commerce groups, the only reason I stand here today. Seriously. Right? And what's important is letting them know that you appreciate the work. You're tagging the actual admin, saying thank you guys so much. Okay, and now it's your turn to go ahead and give back to those who are new to the group. What's happening here is, well, you're not soliciting. You're not going to go ahead and say, go ahead and send me a reply. You're going to say, please do not send me a reply. I want to respect the rules of this group because it deserves to be respected. Any questions, please comment down below. Okay, and that's what you're going to have happen here is the admins are going to like the post, they're going to comment on the post, the reach will go crazier, and next time you post, your post will do even better because you already got reach in that particular group. Facebook is not like it was in 2016 and 2017. You have to write for the people. Okay, you have to write for the people, and you have to make sure that you're putting proper effort toward the post because you're not going to post and hit 100% of the people. Maybe you get 20 to 30% per post if you do it good. okay? But if you have a smaller group, you get 100%. These are our traffic sources, okay? These are our traffic sources. Facebook profile, Instagram, other Facebook groups, YouTube, TikTok, live events, paid media. You could put Discord here, whatever you guys would like, you could put here, okay? Email list, obviously, SMS list, you guys get the point. This is the basics, okay? Now, with that being said, what you want to do here is when you have your group built, what are you going to call your group? Why are people going to want to join your group? I just launched a book 2 days ago, okay, and zero paid marketing, zero paid media. I built a brand new Facebook group. I drove my people into the new group, followed this exactly. We sold literally 1,000 copies in like 2 days, right? Mind you, it's a cheap book, and we have like so many call bookings in the back end, right, to go ahead and work with us to actually implement this for them or help them implement this for them. As you send the traffic to your Facebook group, okay, what's happening here is these people are gonna have to answer membership questions, okay? These members, this is basic. This is basic shit here. I want to make sure you guys understand how basic this is because it works, okay? And we're gonna get more in depth as we get down here, and I'm gonna show you my groups as well. Membership questions, right? The first one is basically, where are you at in, like, let's say you're in fitness. Are you seasoned? Are you brand new? Are you jacked? Are you whatever? Or are you successful? Or are you new to e-commerce? Whatever it is, ask the person where they're at. There'll be 4 options, right? Number 1 is like kind of like new. Number 2 is intermediate. Number 3 is like expert. Number 4 is like wizard, right? So you want to see where they're at. Number 2, you're going to ask for their email. And the third question is, do you want us to message you or not? Sometimes you put SMS, but I would recommend just putting yes or no to if you can message them or not, okay? Because this is where you're going to make the actual conversation start, okay? But when we're here, okay, in between here from membership questions and approval, right? So we have obviously what level they're at in the business, intermediate, expert, advanced. We have email, okay, and then we have can we message you, showing you how we help our people out, yes or no. With that being said, in here, this portion right there, okay, what's happening is there's a software that I built called Groupified, okay? I couldn't run my groups without the software. You don't need the software to do it. It's just gonna make it way better for you and it's gonna work better because what happens is like if you have your membership questions in here and you have like 200 people joining or 3 people joining or 10 people joining, okay, and you have all these membership questions to go to, you're gonna copy the email, copy the information, bring it over to your CRM, put it in the autoresponder, whatever. Use Groupified. It's Groupified, Groupified.io, Groupified.io. And what it does is, typically when the email comes in, it's going to send it straight to your autoresponder instantly, and you can approve everyone at once. And they add them to a 30-day email sequence as well as a 30-day text sequence, right? Because we need to have these people really nurtured. Want to know another name for Facebook groups? I call it incubator. Incubator. When the person's approved to the actual group, what happens here is, because we have Groupified, all the name, the email, etc., is getting sent over to our CRM. It segments it by what group they came from. Okay, we have all their lead information right there. Next thing that happens is all that lead information gets sent over to the CRM, and it's now, because you set up preemptively, as soon as someone joins, they get an email. Okay, they get an email that says something like this. Hey, welcome to the community. Just wanted to go ahead and give you, an open hand to see what you have going on. You're welcome. Feel free to communicate in the group, chat. We have a great community here, and below I'm going to put a call booking as well if you'd like to skip the line and talk to our team to see exactly what you guys are working on and see how we can help you out. Okay? So immediately, imagine how many people, your Facebook profile, your Instagram, other Facebook groups, YouTube, TikTok, live events and paid media, you should be between $2 to $7 CPL, like I said, nothing higher, all driving towards your Facebook group, and all of this is niche down content. They're all people who are interested in what you're doing. Okay, so what's happening here is they're in the group, 3 membership questions, approve of the direct message, Groupified sends it to the CRM, they instantly get an email as soon as they are actually admitted to the group, and a text. They look at their phone, they check out the group. What happens here is the next piece. Second, everyone's admitted, okay? And this is not only just a great way to build community and obviously have a community, but it's a great way to build lists, honestly. And it's a very, very non-invasive way too. Okay, so coming down here, message or conversation, because as soon as the person is actually inside the actual group and they're admitted, we have our point man reach out. Saying something like, not a whole long message, blah, 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 blah. It's like, hey, just saw you joined the Empire Scaling group. Very smart. That's it, a one-liner. Okay, you're not fishing for leads. You're not being hitting up, hey, join my course. No. You're going to be very, very soft because the goal is to get them inside the group. And on average, from the second someone's brand new, we're getting 20 to 30-day lead times before they close on like a high-ticket package. Okay, now that's pretty crazy. Now, with that being said, the point man literally says that one-liner. You should just use that exact one-liner that I just said. That's exactly what we use. It's, hey, just saw you join the Empire Scaling group, comma, haha, very smart. It's literally what it is. I tested this long, drawn-out marketing copy style that I was writing, and I was trying to make it convert really well, and we're getting no responses. People leaving us on Reddit. I'm like, wow, they know it's automated, but it's not automated. I'm like, why do they think it's automated? It's not. I put together a message talking about our accolades, all the companies we work with, and I'm like, wow, these people, I guess it's not conversational. So we did a one-liner, and it's a crazy response rate. I don't know the exact percentage at this current time, but it's like more than half. Okay, other people are responding to you, other messages. Now, with that being said, think about it. Okay, you're getting into a conversation with every single person from these pieces that actually joins the group. What's important here is that you understand how to actually lead with value. Okay, you're not mentioning anything that you sell. You're not mentioning anything at all. You are just giving to them what's your business at, where are you doing, where do you need help. I would love to try to help you for free right now. Like, walk me through where you're at. Send a voice note. Okay, now let's talk about doing this at scale. Okay, we have 1,000 leads a day that we get for free using a system across all of our groups, and I'll show you guys. Okay, what's cool about it is I'm at the point where obviously I can't talk to every single lead. Okay, so I have that one-liner message that gets sent out. Okay, and I recorded a voice note that I want to say to my entire community of people joining. Right, and I have my point man go ahead and send out that voice note as the first interaction and say, hey guys, what's going on? Just wanted to come in here and say what's up. You know, I mentioned what's going on in the group and how we're excited to have them. And it's really cool because when you leave with a voice note after they respond to your initial outreach, I'm telling you, it works. Okay, with that being said, in the conversation, this is the set. You guys know, obviously, we all know what setters are, right? We set the call, right? Talk to my sales rep, the closer, right? Get them on the phone with the closer. Okay, what happens here is the prospecting questions. You want to create a script for your point man, okay, to do over and over again to qualify these people. One of the best things that I would do is your point man should be someone who's very lingual, who could type nicely, who's good with words, and they know how to talk to people because they're not selling here. They're just being the hostess to Outback Steakhouse, the hostess of the group. Hey, what's up, right? That's what's going on here. That was my second job, was Outback. My first one was Home Goods. Whew. Not going back. Okay. With that being said, okay, we have messenger conversation, the set, the prospecting questions. Write out the script tonight, okay? Everything that I'm showing you guys here, you can have live by tonight and getting leads like literally tonight, okay? So the conversation is gonna look something like this. Okay, so hey, thanks for joining the Empire group. So happy you're joined, huh? They respond, oh, very cool. I saw you were doing some cool stuff. I wanted to join. Then my voice note hits. Hey, no, like, saw you were doing some cool stuff. Keep in mind to keep the voice note very general, so it kind of is a response to anything that's sent back. Okay, so you could say something like, no, for sure. You know, here at BSF, we have some of the most consistent results in the field. We love it, right? You're just walking them through a little bit of accolade work, but then you're starting to ask about their business. So maybe it would sound something like this after they respond to the voice note. Oh, no, for sure. I joined the group. I'm really excited to learn more. Your next message is going to be something like this. Absolutely. What do you have going on right now? Walk me through a bit deeper as to what you're working on. I'll see if I can lead you in the right direction. Okay, that's the exact wording you should use. Don't change it. Okay, now, with that being said, also, in the prospecting questions, probably on like the 15th or 16th message, this may not even happen the same day. Some people just say, oh, no, for sure, I'll check in after I check out the group a little bit. That's fine. What you're not trying to do is make this like a freaking honeypot of people just getting picked off to close them. You want to make this like they're straight up joining a committee because they are. Okay, the only reason my groups actually do well is because it's a community. Right? It's not because we're trying to go ahead and sell constantly. We're trying to build community and help people out and connect people together. Okay? And it just so happens that that's what sales are bred from. Okay? So in the prospecting questions, you get to the point where they're going to ask about, well, how do I work with you guys? Like, what do you guys do? How do I rock with you guys? Like, what's up? And you want to say something like this. So what I'm going to say here is exactly what I want you to say. Okay? So keep in mind, what you say matters. Okay? It honestly does. What you say matters. If you guys know Dan Henry, I remember he said that a while ago, and I couldn't agree more. The guy is an absolute genius, right? And that's the absolute fact of the matter. What you say matters, okay? And with that being said, don't think you could say something like in longer form to make it sexier, right? But you're gonna get lower responses. People don't wanna have long conversations. They want like quick and short and quick fire. Now, with that being said, when it's time to drop the VSL, they asked about your offer. What do you guys do? How do I work with you guys? You can say this. Well, first and foremost, let me go ahead and do you a favor. I'm going to go ahead and drop a video down below. Do yourself a favor. Watch the video now. Watch the whole thing. And then when you're done, shoot me a message back, and we'll go ahead and take it from there. The VSL, okay, at the end of it has a trigger that says I'm in. Okay, they respond after they watch the video, I'm in. This is all SOP and everything. I have the exact VSL script that it's literally it's in my Instagram bio. It's like $5. I put the VSL script in there. Okay, so you can have my exact script. I'll probably just give it to Los after as well. Okay, with that being said, after you drop the VSL, okay, this is when you're gonna start to weed everybody out. And this is why you have to have really, really good response rates and response times. You don't wanna just be the guy that kind of lets them sit, okay? If your point man's letting them sit, that's not good. What we've done, I built a whole DM follow-up staff to where I have my lead of the follow-up team, and we have maybe 10 people underneath him, right? And we have shifts. We follow up with every single person, because my inbox with the messages is literally, right? And it never stops. It's all day long, because we're getting 1,000+ members a day in our groups. And what we're doing is we're messaging the leads, because they're joining our groups first. What's up?
So your point man that sends out the voice note, he's doing that through your profile.
So here you could do it both ways, right? So you could have a point man who's in his own profile, and his profile is branded as your company, okay? Or you could have him as be your ghostwriter if that's something that you want to do. You could do both. Let me tell you what works best in Facebook groups. When you're posting and you're sending out messages, the face or the admin is the best person to use, the best profile to use.